already know who it is, man. It's King Ade with the Wizards Review. And you see the smile on my face, you know what I mean? So you know what that means, you know what I mean? Gotta win. 3 out of 4, you know what I mean? We're turning it around. You know, it's feeling good. It feels good, man. It feels good. You know, just a week or so ago, my energy level was on the other end of the spectrum. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm feeling really good. I'm loving what's going on. The team is getting healthy. And I'm telling you, man, this team has a lot of depth. I don't like, you know, during that 10-game winning streak, we've been hearing rumors about players getting traded. We need to blow it up. All of that. You can't believe everything you read. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? But getting all these players back for Coach Unseld to mix up combinations, mix up lineups, to adjust to what's going on within the game has been very good for him. You know what I mean? You know that we're a deep team when Jordan Goodwin doesn't play, when Will Barton doesn't play. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're a very deep team, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very, very, very excited about what's going to occur moving forward as long as Bradley Beal gets back. You know what I mean? He got hurt again today. You know what I mean? He's always getting hurt, man. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to come for him because he had a pretty decent game tonight, but we can't have him getting hurt all the time. Like, we needed him in crunch time. Fortunately, we got the win. He got hurt in the fourth quarter when we needed him the most. You know what I'm saying? So that was quite disappointing. But his teammates stepped up and we got the win. You know what I'm saying? So very happy right now. We're turning things around and we're moving back up in the Eastern Conference standings. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know, a lot of teams thought it was going to be sweet, seeing how we were struggling earlier this month. But again, it was about health. And that's what it comes down to for really every team. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to health. You know what I'm saying? So for us to get some of our key pieces back, especially our bench pieces, has allowed Coach Unseld to reach in his bench, switch up the starting lineup, you know, and just make the adjustments necessary for us to win the game. You know what I mean? So I'm very, very happy again that we got the win. But with every win or with every loss, as a matter of fact, there are always things that I don't like. And there were things in this game I didn't like as well. You know what I mean? So we're going to start with the things that I didn't like. And off jump, man. And, I can't even blame the Wizards because we already know what Joel Embiid is the truth. You know what I mean? He's a problem, the process, whatever you want to call him. He's just a hard guard. You know what I mean? It's hard to guard him. He was doing all types of things tonight, you know what I mean? Scoring in the paint, doing whatever he wanted. Not even whatever he wanted, because we did contain him as best as we could. I think the game plan was, you know, try to guard Embiid, cover him as much as you can, but don't let the rest of the team eat. You know what I'm saying? That's what the game plan seemed to be tonight because Joel Embiid ended the game with 48 points. 48 points, man. But only 9 rebounds. And knowing Joel Embiid, if we know his history, when he has a 40-plus point game, he usually follows that up with, you know, double-digit rebounds. So for us not to allow him to get a double-double or even a triple-double was very good. He had 5 fouls, 3 turnovers, you know what I mean? But 48 points, he did have 9 rebounds. So it wasn't like, you know, he couldn't have got a double-double, but he didn't get one. You know what I'm saying? 9 rebounds, 48 points, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 3 turnovers. I mean, he had a monster game, man. 13 for 14 from the free throw line, 17 for 31 from the field. I mean, he had a big game. He had a big game. So I definitely didn't like that, man. But as a basketball fan, you have to be amazed with the skill level that Joel Embiid has. That brother is extremely skilled. He can do so much on the floor, and he was scoring on double teams, hitting the mid-range, getting to the paint. He only hit 1 3 tonight, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But 48 points is still 48 points. He was extremely impressive tonight. Fortunately for us, it wasn't enough for them to get the win. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely didn't like that. And then to follow that up, I didn't like James Harden. I mean, those are their best players. Tyrese Maxey still hurt. And, you know, you can see that without Tyrese. I mean, they were on an 8-game winning streak. So we snapped their winning streak, again, showing that we are getting healthy, getting more confident. To snap their winning streak, we were the underdogs tonight. You know what I'm saying? But we won the game. And I was confident we were going to win because we are a good team. I won't say great, but we're a good team when we're fully healthy. I mean, early in the season, when we were fully healthy, we were looking kind of like how we were looking tonight. You know what I'm saying? So for us to be able to contain the rest of the Sixers, minus Joel Embiid and James Harden, was really the key to success tonight, and we did that. But Harden, man, he had a great game, a double-double, 26 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds. We did force him to 5 turnovers, so that was a big key for us to win because we won the game by 5 points. So between Harden and Embiid, they combined for eight of the Sixers' 15 turnovers. So as well as both of them played, those turnovers that we forced were very big. You know what I mean? So definitely didn't like that. I didn't like us turning the ball over early in the game. I mean early in the game. First quarter, start of the game, we just started sloppy. Started, you know, just turning the ball over. 5 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of the game. I mean, that is terrible. And then 9 turnovers in the first quarter alone. You know what I mean? So I definitely didn't like that. We ended the game with 15 turnovers. So to have 9 turnovers in the first quarter and to end the game with 15 turnovers, that means we only committed 6 turnovers the rest of the game. So we tightened up after the first quarter very well. And I'm very happy that this team showed some resolve and got it together. And although we turned the ball over a lot in the first quarter, we still didn't let the game get away from us. We still somehow had the lead at the end of the first quarter, although we turned the ball over 9 times. So you got to give credit to the Wizards for sticking with it, shaking out their little turnover funk, and then just handling the business. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely didn't like the fact we turned the ball over, but I did like the fact that we were able to overcome the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? And to add to the turnovers, man, Kyle Kuzma had 4 turnovers in the first quarter alone. So he had 4 of the 9 turnovers that we had in the first quarter. So I definitely didn't like. He was just out of sorts early in the game. But fortunately for us, he ended the game with 4 turnovers. So he tightened up for the rest of the game. Didn't turn the ball over at all after the first quarter. So kudos to him. He played a good game as well, but I definitely don't like to see one of our better players turning the ball over. As a matter of fact, Beal turned the ball over, Porzingis turned the ball over, and Kuzma turned the ball over in that first 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So our 3 best players turned the ball over early in the game. Fortunately for us, it didn't cost us the game. You know what I mean? The Sixers scored fast break points off of those turnovers. But I believe, I don't know, I don't have that in front of me, but I believe that we won the the fast break battle, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely was happy about that, you know what I'm saying? But they scored fast break points off of our early turnovers, but we were able to turn them over and score points throughout the game, you know what I mean? So I think we won. Hold on, let me just make sure. We had 15 turnovers. So it was even, 15 turnovers, but a lot of our turnovers occurred early in the game. The Sixers turnovers occurred throughout the game, especially late in the game when we really needed them to turn it over. So it's not about turnovers I always say this. It's not about the number of turnovers or the number of missed shots. You know what I mean? It's about when these missed shots or when these turnovers occurred. And for us to have those turnovers occur earlier in the game rather than later was a benefit to us. And we took advantage and we didn't let our early game struggles hinder us from getting this win tonight. So I'm very happy about that. We know Montrezl Harrell. We knew what he did for us before he got traded last season. He brings a lot of energy. And tonight he brought a lot of energy off the bench for the Sixers as well. You know what I'm saying? But he ended the game with 9 points. So even though he had a lot of energy plays tonight, we contained him. Again, we contained everybody on their squad except Embiid and Harden. I mean, Tobias Harris scored 15 points, and he was 7 for 14, so 50% from the field, but 0 for 4 from the three-point line, and he only got 1 free throw attempt. So 15 points, 4 rebounds. He had a decent game, but those are the only 3 players on the Sixers that scored in double figures. So for us to contain the rest of the Sixers was big for us tonight, man. You know, Niang came into the game after his big game in New York, hitting those big threes to help them get the win against the Knicks. We contained that. We didn't let him get off against us tonight. We played some great three-point defense as well. But to contain the rest of the Sixers was very big for us, man. Gafford got in foul trouble, had 3 fouls in the first quarter alone. Did he foul? I don't think he fouled out, though, so that's a credit to him. He ended the game with 5 fouls. So to have 3 fouls in the first quarter, but only have 2 fouls the rest of the game was a testament to not only Gafford being disciplined, but also the depth that we had, because Coach Unseld was able to put Todd Gibson in, was able to play Porzingis at the 5 and play Rui at the 4 or play Kuzma at the 4. You know what I mean? The combinations that we have based on the depth that we have on our roster works wonders for us, and we took advantage of our depth tonight, and it helped us get the win. We needed every single player that was available tonight to get this win, even the players that didn't play tonight. I mean, Jordan Goodwin, Anthony Gill, Will Barton. These are rotational players that get playing time. So for us to not have them play tonight, just due to the depth that we have on our roster when our team is healthy, should be encouraging to all Wizards fans. So I'm very happy again with what I saw tonight, man. Another thing I didn't like tonight was we have too many of those. We had a few travel calls in the second quarter. You know, the type of calls where we move the pivot foot before the dribble and we get called for the travel, those type of travel. So we got to tighten up on that and just be sure that we don't, get cheap turnovers, just not being disciplined. You know what I mean? So I definitely didn't like that. There were stretches in the game, especially in the third quarter, where we had some bad transition defense, let the Sixers go on fast breaks, and we just didn't get back in time, let them get easy shots or foul them and let them get to the line. So we got to tighten up on that as well. We had a 3+ minute scoring drought in the third quarter, which allowed the Sixers to get back in the game. I mean, we had a double-digit lead. You know the theme. You know the story with the Wizards, though. But again, this is the Sixers, though. This is a quality, one of the better teams in the East. So although I hate the fact that we go up double digits and let teams get back in, you have to anticipate that with the 76ers, coached by Doc Rivers. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of halftime, you knew that they were going to tighten up, and they definitely tightened up in the third quarter and closed that double-digit lead to single digits. But to our credit, we didn't fold. We let them get as close as 3 points, but then we blew that lead back open. And I don't think we let the Sixers take the lead tonight. You know what I mean? So, again, we're showing signs of being more disciplined, being able to withstand runs by the opposing team and eventually get the win. You know what I mean? So, again, I'm happy about that. I'm happy that we didn't fold when the pressure was on, because the Wizards are known to fold when we let teams get on runs after we go up double digits. But tonight they didn't fold, and they didn't fold against a quality team. So they could definitely take this with them moving forward, and I'm looking forward just to see that they're building that momentum, eating into that 10-game losing streak that we had and brought us back down to the bottom of the Eastern Conference. We're moving back up steadily, winning 3 out of the last 4, and we could have won the 4th game. Who did we lose to? Was it the Kings? Did we lose to the Kings? I think we lost to the Kings. Or was it the Nuggets? No, we lost to the Nuggets. That's who we lost to, the Nuggets. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? But we won the last 3 out of 4, and I'm happy about that, bro. There was sequences in the third quarter where we had back-to-back shot clock violations. So you know I didn't like that. We got to tighten up on that. And like I said, man, we let the Sixers cut the lead to single digits in the third quarter. So I definitely didn't like that. But again, Like I just said, we withstood that. We maintained our composure, and we got the win. So ultimately, it's all good, man. But that's everything I disliked about tonight's game. It wasn't. It could have been enough for us to lose the game with the history of this Wizards. But again, our roster is getting healthy. And because of that depth in our roster, we were able to withstand. We had answers for some of the problems that the Sixers were causing. Again, just based on our depth, based on the flexibility that Coach Unseld has to utilize with our lineup, man. So I'm definitely happy about that, man. So let's get into the things that I liked about tonight's game. And off jump, man. I loved our ball movement tonight after that rough start of turnovers, you know what I mean? But after we settled down and got it together, we moved the ball beautifully. We played beautiful basketball the majority of the game. Passing the ball, giving up a decent shot to a good shot for a great shot, you know what I mean? So I really loved what I saw in regards to that. I also love the fact that we pushed the pace tonight. The Sixers did not want to run tonight. They did not want to run with us tonight. And again, it comes down to our depth. It comes down to Kuzma pushing the pace, Monte pushing the pace, Denny pushing the pace, Bradley Beal pushing the pace. You know what I'm saying? Our ball handlers pushing the pace, making an emphasis for us to get easy points, man. So I definitely like that. Bradley Beal had a fast start tonight, man. 11 points in the first quarter. Definitely played well before he got hurt. Ended the game with 19 points and 5 assists, 2 blocks. You know, a +1 on the floor. Nothing too major. He was below his scoring average. Cost me some money, but I don't want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But 8 for 15, another efficient night from the floor. 3 for 5 from the three-point line, so now he's hitting his threes again. He didn't get to the line, which I didn't like, but yo, man, let's just hope that this was just a temporary setback and he's ready for next game, which is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Which is tomorrow. So just the way he ran off the court, the way he got off the court in frustration, taking his headband off, we knew he wasn't coming back. And I don't want to say anything. I don't want to jinx it, man, but the look that he had on his face of disgust, he knows his body better than anybody else. So it's hot in my mind. It's highly unlikely that he's going to play a back-to-back and he's going to play tomorrow. But anything is possible. So let's just hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? I also love what I saw from Porzingis tonight, man. I really, really love what I saw from Porzingis. One of the biggest things I love about his game tonight and what I've been seeing recently is he's scoring and he's being aggressive inside the three-point line. He took a couple threes tonight, and again, one of the threes he took, I definitely didn't like it, but he was 3 for 5 from the three-point line tonight, 60%, so I can't be mad at that. 7 for 9 from the free throw line, 7 for 15 from the floor, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks, just another stuff stat line, you know what I'm saying? Plus 14 on the floor, basically led everybody, Wizards and Sixers, on the plus-minus tonight with that plus 14. So again, just an effective game from Porzingis, making an emphasis to be aggressive in the paint, drawing fouls. I mean, that's the biggest thing I like when Porzingis is playing in the paint. He's virtually unguardable. He's kind of weak. We know that he's weak in the paint. He don't have the strength of an Embiid. I mean, at the beginning of the game, when I saw, before tip-off and everybody giving each other dap and all that, when you saw Porzingis standing next to Embiid, they about the same height. But you see the girth. You see the body type. You see how much bigger Embiid is than Porzingis. You know what I mean? You just see it, It's like Porzingis is a tall player, but again, he was effective tonight on both ends of the floor. Played great defense, made it hard for everybody but Embiid to score in the post tonight. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, I really like what I'm seeing from Porzingis, and he has to keep it up, man. Stay in the paint, play like a traditional center, take good three-point shots when they're open, because you can't hit the three. But if he plays like this, we're going to have more success when he plays like this than when he wants to stand on the three-point line and shoot 10 threes like he's 6'2" or something. You know what I mean? But tonight he played a great game, and I'm very happy with what I saw from him, man. He had 9 points in the second quarter. You know what I mean? 9 points in the second quarter and drew a lot of fouls. So, again, I love what I saw from him tonight, man. Our bench, again, getting healthy. Our bench just gets deeper. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got Denny coming off the bench because, again, I forgot to mention this, but I love that Coach Unseld is being comfortable starting Porzingis and Gafford. You know what I'm saying? That's big for us because he was looking earlier in the season. Coach Unseld was looking at Taj Gibson as like an insurance piece, not going to get playing time just in case one of our big men, whether it's Gafford or whether it's Porzingis, gets hurt. Then Taj Gibson can get some playing time. But I guess Coach Unseld has had an epiphany recently because now he's realizing that, you know what, Gibson can provide quality minutes and play well. He plays smart, plays tough. I can afford to start Gafford and Porzingis together and then take one of them off the court and then put Gibson in to give Gafford a breather. And then he could come in with the second unit and play center. Or I can put Rui in, you know what I'm saying, and he could play the 4. Or I could put Denny in, and he could play the 3 and slide Kuzma down to the 4 and play Porzingis at the 5 or play Gafford at the 5 and put Porzingis on the bench to get some I mean, the combinations that Coach Unseld has, he's beginning to, first of all, it comes down to health. But now that he has his players, he's beginning to get more comfortable playing Gafford and Porzingis at the same time. And what that allows, it allows a few things. Better interior defense, better rebounding, allows Porzingis to play a little more freer, like on the three-point line, but also not necessarily in the paint, but in the mid-range. You know what I mean? And then allows Gafford to just do what he does, roam a little bit, be an intimidator, and it gives our bench rest. You know what I mean? So it does a lot to have Gafford and Porzingis playing together, starting together, adding Gibson to the rotation with Rui coming back, Kuzma playing well. I mean, I'm loving the fact that we have so many different combinations we could go to in order to get the win and in order to just match up when we need to match up with different teams when they have different lineups in. So again, man, great job by Coach Unseld to realize that, I can't play Gafford and Porzingis together. And it gives us a lot of versatility. You know what I mean? But our bench, man, our bench is so deep. We should dominate majority of opponents on bench points by the end of games. You know what I'm saying? We just got too much firepower coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Denny played effectively on both sides of the floor tonight. Big strip of Embiid at the end of the game to help seal the win. You know what I'm saying? But just played effective Denny basketball. You know what I'm saying? He didn't start tonight, but he ended up with 7 points, 3 rebounds, and again, just big steals. He's not credited with his steal. He should be, but he's not credited with his steal. And he had a block as well. So definitely like what I saw from Denny. I love what I saw from Gibson tonight. Just playing hard, playing like a vet. Had a nice little post move against Embiid tonight. Drew the foul, got the and 1. You know what I'm saying? Ended the game with 7 points as well, with 3 rebounds, 2 assists. You know what I'm saying? And then we could use his fouls. He had 4 fouls. No need to save the fouls, you know what I'm saying? So again, just playing great heady basketball, very smart basketball. Definitely like what I saw from Taj Gibson tonight. Our team as a whole rebounded very well tonight. We ended the game with 39 rebounds. They had 38 rebounds, you know what I'm saying? But we won the offensive rebounding battle tonight, man. We had 14 of our 39 rebounds were offensive rebounds, while 9 of the Sixers' 38 rebounds were not offensive rebounds. So those offensive rebounds led to a lot of second chance points, a lot of fouls, and we got to the line. 31 attempts from the line. I mean, both teams shot the same 31 attempts, 27 for 31. I mean, it's so crazy how parallel the teams got to the line. You know what I mean? Both teams, 31 shots, 31 free throw attempts. Both teams made 27 attempts. So both teams shot the ball well from the free throw line. The big difference was the three-point shooting, and we won the three-point shooting battle tonight, which is sometimes not a Wizard's strength. But again, the depth, the ball movement, the comfortability of the players playing with each other just leads to great offense, and that's what we saw tonight. We were 11 for 33. Nothing to, write home about. That's only 33% from the line. 33.3 to be exact from the line. You know what I'm saying? But when you hold the opponent to 6 for 31, 19% from the line, especially coming off a game where they shot lights out from the three-point line against New York, for us to emphasize playing great three-point defense, Coach Unseld is getting in his bag. He's getting his team to buy in, and our defense is getting much, much better. Slowly but surely, with the addition of DeLon Wright coming back to the lineup, that also helps. DeLon Wright with 3 steals off the bench tonight, only 7 points, but just big, timely defensive defense. You know what I'm saying? So definitely like what I saw from him as well. You know what I'm saying? Rui Hachimura just looking much more comfortable, much stronger, playing tough in the paint, not scared, playing bully ball, hitting the mid-range, which we know he could do. Ended the game with a good 14 points, only 1 rebound, but he played good, and the rebound was an offensive rebound at that. But nonetheless, he was a +4 on the floor tonight, and he just played tough. He just played tough, man, and I was really happy with what I saw from Rui Hachimura tonight, man. Again, man, that was a big piece missing for a while, and we got to remember that he was out, and before he got out, he was double digits consistently off the bench. He was the leading scorer off the bench many games before he got hurt. You know what I mean? So again, Rui's getting back into form. And again, our team is just playing better basketball with the depth that we have. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely happy with what I saw from Rui tonight as well, man. And then Kispert, man, just playing smart, heady basketball, hitting timely shots. Our bench tonight, man. Again, just to say, we don't have to play Goodwin. Barton didn't play. Gill didn't play. Our bench is beautiful, man. You know what I mean? Rui Hachimura, Taj Gibson, Corey Kispert, Denny Avdia, DeLon Wright. That is a quality bench right there. You know what I mean? That's 5 players, quality bench, mix and match, max and mix. You know what I mean? Happy with what I'm seeing from our team once we get healthy. I hope they don't I hope they don't make any trades, especially trading Kyle Kuzma. I'm hearing the rumors, y'all. We all hearing the rumors. I hope they don't trade Kyle Kuzma, man. We all know every year is just talk. We got to let this team gel, and we got to let this team play together. You know what I mean? This is a good team. It's a good roster when everybody is healthy. It's a quality roster, man. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that we don't make too many brash decisions and just let the trade deadline go and just stay healthy, and we'll get right back into the thick of things in the East. You know what I mean? Our three-point defense, I already mentioned that, was great. We held the Sixers to 2 for 13 in the first half. They ended the game, like I said, 6 for 31. So very good three-point defense tonight. We had a good 8-0 run in the second quarter. We had a few good runs throughout the game. The Sixers had some runs too, especially in the third quarter. But again, man, we had good runs throughout the game, man. So I definitely like that. We eventually took a double-digit lead in the second quarter. We relinquished that lead in the third quarter, you know what I'm saying? But just to see us go up double digits comfortably against the Sixers just shows that, we can do what we need to do if we stay focused, you know what I mean? So I definitely like the fact that we went up double digits against the Sixers tonight. I already mentioned how our bench dominated. Our bench dominated the first half 28-9. I don't know what the final number was for our bench, but again, man, I already named the bench. Very quality bench when we're healthy. You know what I'm saying? I already mentioned that we hit free throws, which has been an issue for a few games. But tonight it wasn't. 31 attempts, 27 makes. You could live with that. You know what I mean? We outscored the Sixers 7-2 coming out of halftime in the third quarter. So the third quarter started off well. Coach Rivers called a timeout. and they tightened up and closed the lead to single digits. You know what I'm saying? But again, we didn't relinquish the lead. We stayed focused. We showed our fortitude, and we didn't let it shake us. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely happy with that. You know what I mean? Kuzma hitting threes in the third quarter, made up for all those turnovers in the first quarter. He ended the game only 2 for 9, so his threes probably came in the third quarter. 2 for 9 is not good, you know what I'm saying? So, and 4 for 13 from the floor overall. So he didn't shoot the ball well tonight, but he was a +9 on the floor tonight. 14 points, 8 rebounds, only 1 assist, 4 turnovers, like I said, but they all occurred in the first quarter. So, although he didn't shoot the ball well and didn't assist the way we like to see Kuzma assist, he still was very effective with the rebounding. You know what I mean? Overall, was just effective tonight, +9 on the floor. So, he didn't lose us the game. And then in the third quarter, when the game got close, I think the Sixers got as close as 3 points. We closed the third quarter very well. 9-4 run, pushed the lead back up to 9 points. And then in the fourth quarter, we handled the business that we needed to handle in order to get the win, man. So overall, man, great team effort, great coaching adjustments. The team is gelling again. I'm very happy with what I'm seeing tonight. I mean, what I saw tonight and what I've seen the last 4 games. And again, it just comes down to health with us, man. It just comes down to health for us to be a competitive team in the East, man. So happy with what I saw tonight. Happy with the result. Feeling good. And that's all I got for y'all tonight, man. That's all I got for y'all, man. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, if y'all enjoyed the content tonight, I would really appreciate you subscribing to the channel at the Wizards Review on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter as well, at Wizards Review. You can follow me, King Gade DMV, on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, as well as on the Xbox Series X and S on NBA 2K23. You know what I mean? So tomorrow we play the Phoenix Suns, and I think I'm missing tomorrow. I think I'm going to miss tomorrow's game. I don't think there's going to be a show tomorrow, man. It's highly, highly unlikely. I got some plans tomorrow that I'm very looking forward to. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'm going to make it tomorrow. I'm going to be watching, though, but I don't think there's going to be a show tomorrow, man. So, you know, you're not going to see me tomorrow, but the next game after that, I'll be right back in the mix. You know what I mean? So enjoy the evening. Enjoy tomorrow's game. Hopefully we could come out with the win against the Suns and keep this winning going, you know what I mean? And close our deficit in the Eastern Conference, you know what I mean? So anyway, man, enjoy your evening. Until next time, take care. Peace.